All right, welcome DoorGrow hackers to the DoorGrow show. If you are a property management entrepreneur that wants to add doors, make a difference, increase revenue, help others, impact lives, and you are interested in growing in business and life, and you're open to doing things a bit differently, then you are a DoorGrow hacker. DoorGrow hackers love the opportunities, daily variety, unique challenges, and freedom that property management brings. Many in real estate think you're crazy for doing it. You think they're crazy for not, because you realize that property management is the ultimate high trust gateway to real estate deals, relationships, and residual income. At DoorGrow, we are on a mission to transform property management business owners and their businesses. We want to transform the industry, eliminate the BS, build awareness, change perception, expand the market, and help the best property management entrepreneurs win. I'm your host, property management growth expert, Jason Hull, the founder and CEO of DoorGrow. Now, let's get into the show. All right. So today, what we're going to be talking about is my experience, my experience at Funnel Hacking Live. So I just went to this big conference, Funnel Hacking Live in Orlando, Florida, with Sarah, my fiance and operator. And our intention and goal was to have a fun experience, learn some cool stuff, to be able to bring some cool stuff back to our clients. And we got a lot of really cool stuff. And I want to share one of the first things that I got out of that conference with all of you. So today I'm going to be talking about this idea of the drifting versus the driven. And this was a talk by Russell Brunson. He's the founder of that event. He's the founder of the software ClickFunnels. And he's probably one of the greatest marketers on the planet. And he is an avid, student of all things marketing and direct response and copywriting and what works and funnels. He is the person that put funnels on the map, right? And so what Russell was talking about, his topic was called the drifting versus the driven. And the idea is that there's two types of people that are out there. There's those that are just drifting. And we've all been that person sometimes, where we're just kind of coasting, moving along, just drifting. And then there's also those that are the driven, right? They're very driven, they're aggressive, they want to accomplish things. And when you are drifting, there's also just two substances in the universe. There's two sort of things that exist in the universe. There's things that act, and there's things that are acted upon, right? There's basically creators, and there's those that are created upon, or that are victims, or that are impacted or influenced. And my goal is for all of you to be a creator, right? And so entrepreneurs, we know we're driven, right? We're a little bit different than the rest of the world. And there's a lot of people drifting. But even sometimes as entrepreneurs, we get into a state. I was in this for a little while, after I went through my divorce. That was hard. That was hard stuff. And I just wanted to date. The business was coasting. It was doing well, but I wasn't really focused on growing or aggressively moving it forward or growing. I was drifting. And, when we're drifting as an entrepreneur, as the visionary, as the founder, as the leader of our organization, guess what we attract? Drifters. And our team members will drift. They'll just kind of coast. And they might be great team members. But I've noticed the more driven, because I'm a driven guy naturally. And so the more driven I've gotten, the more I have my goals, and the more I'm pushing towards my goals, the more my team steps it up. And one of my mentors, Alex Sharfin, he said to me something like, the speed of the entrepreneur is the speed of the team. Meaning you set the pace, you set the standard for the drive and how aggressive you are in your business for your entire team. And, the drifter is just accepting life rather than having a goal. They fall into this hypnotic rhythm of life. I wake up, I eat, I work, I go to sleep, I wake up, I eat, sleep, go to work, etc. And it just becomes default. What do you want to do tonight? I don't know. Let's watch Netflix again, right? You're just drifting. And so what I would love to do is I want to call out everybody that's listening to this podcast. Or watching this on YouTube or wherever you hear about this, I want to call you out, and I want to pull you out of what you're in right now. If you're drifting or whatever your experience is right now, to something greater, right? Because where you're at right now in the hero's journey, if you've ever heard of this concept of the hero's journey, You're in the ordinary world right now, right? That's the ordinary world. And I want to bring you into the extraordinary world or the supernatural world, right? And that means there's this call to adventure. So if you feel like you've been comfortable for a while, you feel like you've been coasting, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to invite you to do something crazy or risky or scary or adventurous. And that would be to, seek deeper, to step into something deeper, to find a mentor, a hero, or a coach. Every great story where there's the hero, and you're the hero in your story. You are the hero in your story, right? You're the hero in this movie called life. It's your movie. You are the primary character in your universe, right? You're the protagonist. You are the hero. And I want you to recognize that for the hero to have a great story and have a great life, somebody needs to call you out. Somebody needs to give you a challenge, a call to come out of the ordinary world, out of the comfort zone, out of where you are into something extraordinary. You cannot have an extraordinary business with an ordinary goal in life. You cannot have, one of the people at Funnel Hacking Life said, you cannot have like $1 million company with a $2 why. You need a purpose that's bigger. Maybe it's because you want to like show your kids and stop like being a weakling or a wimp for your kids, or like, or that you're not showing your kids that there's a greater life available to them and you're playing small and you know it. Maybe it's that your team needs you to step up and you've been kind of burnt out on the business for a while. So I'm calling you out of that into something extraordinary. And the call, when it comes to us, we start on this journey, but it's scary. And most of us avoid the call. You're probably feeling the call to do something more, do something greater, but you're avoiding it. We all do it first. There's this fear and there's pain, but eventually we hear that voice deep down within that says, hey, there's something more. You should do this. You should step into this. You should get that mentor. You should get that coaching program. You should like read that book. You should do something to move your business forward. You should have more of an impact. You should step up and be a better spouse or partner or, parent or whatever it is that's important to you. We feel that call. And if we listen to that call and we do the work, we're operating in faith, right? So we're shifting out of fear and we're moving forward in faith. And we may still have that fear, but we move forward in faith. And you are the driven. You feel that call. You felt a call to start a business. You felt a call to do something new. And you listened to it. It got you started, but then maybe you kind of gave up, or maybe you kind of got comfortable. And so, you want to pay attention to these two sort of entities that exist in your body. One's fueled by fear and one's fueled by faith. And you want to pay attention to those because they're fed. The fear-based entity is fed on your fears and doubts and uncertainty, and it keeps you where you're at. It holds you tethered. But then there's that faith that pulls you forward. And it's fed by taking action. When you get that call, God gives you some little like idea or some little call. You feel some sort of drive, like, hey, I should be doing something. This feels right to me. And you listen to it and you operate with that little idea that you were given, you will get bigger ideas. The universe, God, whatever, you will start to be gifted or given bigger ideas. You'll be a steward over something even greater. And this is why you see some people have great success, because they may not be the most amazing person. Sometimes they're not even maybe the greatest person, but in that one little area, God or the universe could trust them with one thing, and they did it. And so they were trusted with something bigger and something bigger, at least in that area that they are achieving and benefiting people in. Russell said something interesting. He said that God tricks us into building a business that eventually helps others. Like if you want to be successful in business, eventually you get to the point where in order to have a business that functions well, it has to solve a real problem in the marketplace. You can't operate unethically and think that your business will continue to get bigger and continue to grow. We just hit a milestone in our business. We just in the last quarter did $500,000. And for some of you, then maybe that's a small thing, but for us, that's awesome. That shows that we're operating at a $2 million run rate. And if things continue, we're a multi-million-dollar company. And, there were several years when I went through divorce and like lots of changes in the business. I was comfortable and the business really wasn't scaling or growing. In fact, it even dipped down like a little bit, right? It dipped down a little bit. And so uh, we're operating a multi-million-dollar company. And I believe that that's true and I can see it and we've been doing it. And if we continue, by the end of the year, we will have been a multi-million-dollar company, right? We can say we're a multi-million-dollar company. And that's a vanity metric. It's a vanity goal that I have, but all of you have vanity goals, right? You have things that you want. Maybe it's a door goal you want to hit, but the award or the goal or whatever it is, it needs to be big enough. The why needs to be bigger than all the pain, all the challenges, all the friction that it takes to grow and scale a business. Your why needs to be bigger. You can't build a multi-million-dollar company with a $2 why, right? The why has to be bigger than all the challenges. So, we go on this journey trying to scale and grow our business, and it's usually towards some sort of self-interest, right? You want to get more money, or maybe it's the 4 reasons, right? You want more fulfillment, more freedom, more contribution, more support. Because this is why we build businesses, right? Businesses are the vehicle to give us those things. And maybe you want that 5th reason of safety and certainty. But out of that self-interest, eventually, in order to get that to work and to achieve that and to make that possible, God uses that vehicle. It tricks us into building a business that helps others, right? And that serves the universe, that serves God's purpose. And then we are now a vehicle, and our business is a vehicle to create positive change and impact here in the world. And so this is one of the greatest things that I think you can do as a human being. It's maybe one of the greatest things is to positively impact others' lives, right? So don't feel guilty. Don't pull your punches. Don't hold back at all. Go all in. When you hear that call, go all in and go for it. Russell shared this story. He shared about Michael Jordan, and all of you know who Michael Jordan is. But Michael Jordan, when he took a risk on Nike, and Nike took a risk on him. Neither of them were a big deal at the time, but they both grew together. And Michael Jordan was so driven that he leveled up his entire team. The entire team had to step up and level up in order to move things forward. And he drove the business and drove everything else forward. So this is my challenge to you is I want you to play bigger. I want you to step into, find that mentor, find that guru, find that person that is maybe a step ahead of you, or maybe has a clue that you feel deep down you should work with. You need to find that. To go on that hero's journey, you have to find the mentor. I spend 6 figures annually just on coaches and mentors, mastermind programs, things that I'm a part of to learn so that I can come down from the mountain with the magic elixir or whatever, and share that with my people and share that with my tribe and share that with my clients. You need to find somebody that can feed into you to help you get to that next level. And maybe it's not the next level of doors or the next level of money. Maybe it's the next level in your relationships. Maybe it's the next level in being a great father or mother. Maybe it's the next level in just, getting more fulfillment and freedom and contribution, making a difference in the world out of your business. It's not just about more revenue. A lot of you don't need more dollars. You need more freedom and fulfillment in your life. That's why we want the dollars. Don't get the dollars and not get that, right? And so that's kind of my message today is, are you the driven? Are you called? If you have a calling within you and you listen to it, you will be the driven. So listen to that voice deep down. And if you feel the call to work with DoorGrow, some of you, I've heard it, I've been thinking about working with you for a long time. I hear that all the time. I've been watching you on the sidelines for a while. I've been listening to your podcast. Now's the time. I'm calling you out. Step into doing it. Because if you've heard that call and you're not listening to it, you're not going to get more. If that call's there. And if you don't feel that call, then don't work with us. It's really obvious. You don't need to do anything with us. We don't need clients like that anyway. But I know there's people out there that are meant to work with us that we can help. I know our stuff works. I know we can help you grow and scale your business. I know we can change your life. I know because I hear testimonials from clients every call that we do each week with our group coaching calls. I know that there's people out there that we could benefit. And that's what gets me excited. That's my calling. I want to change this industry. I want to help you grow your business. So if that's you, reach out to us. Check us out at doorgrow.com. And we're looking forward to helping you on your journey through this hero's journey. Bye, everyone. Until next time, to our mutual growth.